My boyfriend has purchased a house. I'm still an adult that needs a place to live and pays for the place she lives. I just happen to pay that money to my boyfriend.
Hey, beautiful people, how you're doing today? It's your girl Destiny here, and welcome back to my channel. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So this video, I had technical issues with my mic. I didn't realize it wasn't working, so I'm just going to do voiceover on the part where I was speaking. Okay. So this video is a viral video of a woman who came on to share a story about how a boyfriend of 8 years bought a house, and now she has moved in with a boyfriend and she pays rent. And she wanted to talk about how it feels to be the head in charge of renovating the entire house. So basically, what this woman is doing is that a boyfriend bought a house, and apparently, from a backstory, she and her boyfriend were already living together, and she and this man has been dating for 8 years. And now this man bought a house. She moved in with him, paying rent, and now she's the one in charge of the renovation, doing all the renovation, doing all the hard work and all that. And this has really gotten a lot of people talking. People have so much to say about this video, about how you're paying rent in your boyfriend's house, literally paying the mortgage of his house and also doing the renovation for free and not getting paid. This video has struck a conversation, but let's go check out the video because she later came back to give us a full context of their relationship and what they think when that video got viral. So let's go check out this video and then we'll come back and talk more on this video. So yeah. So that's the original video that got a lot of people talking. So in case you didn't see what she wrote, I mute the sound because of copyright, so please pardon me for that. So she said, what it feels like to have your boyfriend of 8 years buy a house and then charge you rent to live in it. Why make you both design directors and general contractor for the renovation? This video has gotten people talking, but now she decided to come in to clear the air to give us more context of the relationship. And this is what she has to say. But what she said was so interesting, so listen up.
Here's some context. Okay, so boyfriend and I have been together 8 years, and that's because we met really young. I was 20 when we met. Haven't got married simply because neither of us have wanted to yet. And I guess now I know a lot of people wouldn't date someone for 8 years without a ring, and that's totally fine. That's your prerogative. But it works for us. Next thing is that I pay my boyfriend rent. In the past, when we've rented properties together, we've split the rent. Now my boyfriend has purchased a house. I'm still an adult that needs a place to live and pays for the place she lives. I just happen to pay that money to my boyfriend. People are upset that I'm doing this work for free and I'm not gaining equity in this house. Way that I look at it, and he was able to buy this house because that has been a goal of his. I didn't have the ability to take on that risk. I don't see it as my place to reap those gains. To me, it would be weird to not help. Just like a friend helping out. People are gonna have a problem with the fact that I just referred to myself as a friend, but I am my boyfriend's friend. If my boyfriend dumped me tomorrow, yes, the gains in the house would be his, but I can live with that. The other little nuance is that my rent is pretty low. It's definitely low for the size of house we live in and the location that we are. So if it makes you feel better, you could kind of look at it as my rent is subsidized by the work that I do. I'm doing this work because it's fun and it improves the home that I live in. I will now stop talking about our relationship and get back to removing paint from old things. Please give us a follow if you want to see how my vision for this house comes to life, whether it's for me or my boyfriend's future wife.
So let me know what you think about this video, what she said, the original video, what her explanation is. Do you agree with her? Are you with her? Do you think this is a sign for her paying rent in her boyfriend's house and also doing the renovations? Go down in the comment section and share your thought. Love to know what you think about this. This video has gotten a lot of people talking because obviously it went viral. This video has gotten a lot of people talking. People are sharing their thoughts. Some people are saying never. Why will you be busting it wide open and also paying a rent? The boyfriend is more like a landlord. Others are saying if the shoes were to reverse, we will not expect the woman to pay a rent. Like if it was a woman that bought a house and a man moves in, are we going to expect the man to pay rent or for the woman to let go and not allow the man to pay rent? Like the old conversation is so interesting. Anyway, guys, let's go check out people's thoughts on this. Then I'll come back and share more of my thoughts.
The comment section is good, but the stitches are eating her up. And her somewhat quirky reply is, but it's cheaper than my local rent. And like, we've been together for 8 years. And while I know he could kick me out tomorrow and I would have nothing, I look at it as like I'm building equity in our relationship. And while it may seem like I'm sleeping with my landlord, which she is, she's really lucky because it's a big house. And yeah, the rent is much cheaper. It damn well better be if you gotta sleep with your landlord every night. Well, I wouldn't say landlord because at least a good landlord would give you a lease. At this point, you ain't got shit. You can't even put that on your resume as work experience. But it's cheaper, I guess. Less taxing, less grueling. Knowing your self-worth and being with a man that matches it. I hope this reaches you.
My place to like reap those gains.
Y'all know, I do not speak on other people's relationships ever, okay? I'm not gonna speak on nobody's shit, but something about this video did not sit well with my spirit, all right? For context, baby girl, been with her boyfriend since she was 20 years old. They've been together for 8 years. She is 28 years old. This man worked hard, saved his coins, purchased a home without her. Purchased a home without her. That house is under his name and his name alone. I'm assuming that they were living together before. She did not clarify, but one can only assume after 8 years you guys are probably living together, okay? They both move into this house together. It's a fixer-upper. What she does for a living, or what she does very well, is renovate homes, design, do all the fixer-upper type things. She is now renovating that home for that man for free. He is charging her rent to stay there. She is paying rent, living in a home that her boyfriend of 8 years owns, that she is renovating for free. She's paying to live at a construction site. She also has a full-time job. So she's putting in these man hours outside of work for free for a man who has not proposed to her. They're not engaged. It's been 8 years. And the girls are eating her up in the comments and she turned them off. All right? And I do not want to come down on baby girl at all, because we've all been stuck on stupid for a person at one point in our lives. But I think it's time for you to free yourself. Baby girl, free yourself, please. Because one thing I know about a man with that much audacity, is they thrive in relationships with women who are as insecure as you are, you know? And it's okay. As long as you become self-aware of that and free yourself. I saw a TikTok a while back and this man was like, you know, you don't have to lie to a woman, because if she loves you enough, she'll lie to herself. That man convinced that woman that she is okay with this situation. She was in that video really trying to convince us that we just don't understand their dynamic. Baby, that man hates you. He don't want you. He don't want you. He's waiting on his wife. Yeah, and he's getting home renovations for free.
The amount of time I spent in these comments laughing it's not okay. This girl has been dating her boyfriend for 8 years. He bought a house and moved her in, and now she's paying rent, but she's also working on the house. She's also working on the house with him. Y'all, please look at these comments. Okay, my algorithm was set to sprinkle, not asbestos. Is this a cry for help? I stopped reading after a boyfriend of 8 years. Most people are not blessed. Y'all ate her up. You couldn't waterboard this information out of me. Oh, interesting life choices. My husband gasped reading this. Now, you know it's bad if the men are gasping. Girl, I don't know. I mean, it's your life.
So this is going viral right now, right? For obvious reasons. And here's what people need to understand. The outrage that they've been dating for 8 years. Everybody don't want to get married. And this is coming from a married man. Everybody don't want to get married. Like, I watched her follow-up video and she was like, I'm fine with it. She was like, I'm cool with our whole situation. So that's one. Everybody's stuck on the you were a girlfriend for 8 years tip. She don't care. Why do you? Secondly, and this is just secondly, y'all will pay y'all parents' rent and live in their house. You will move into your friend's house and help out with the rent if you live with them. If you rent right now a house or an apartment, you're paying someone else's mortgage. Whether you like it or not, that's exactly what you're doing. But when it comes to the person you see spending the rest of your life with, for some reason your brain is like, you can't help them pay their mortgage. That's just wrong. I wonder if a woman had a mortgage, a home that she owned, and a man wanted to move in with her, and she said, you can, but you're gonna have to pay some rent, baby. I wonder if y'all would have a problem with that. Probably fucking not. Because if a man is moving into a woman's home that she owns, he should be helping out with those bills. 100% he should be. But we're talking about a woman here, so the standards are much different, I guess. What I'm trying to say is we aren't as equal as we thought we were. Now, the whole renovation shit, I think that's crazy, but she can simply choose not to do that. Also, in my opinion, from what I've seen in life, women love to design a man's space. So as much as y'all try to act like that's punishment, her picking out how that house is going to end up looking, she like that shit. Y'all be taking this shit and making people like try to live by your standard. Personally, I would never do no shit like that. That's crazy. But in her follow-up video, she's cool with all of it. So shit. So am I.
I have a couple of thoughts on this, twofold. So one, I do not know this woman. She just posted her story on TikTok, and the what I'm getting from it is that she is not bothered by the situation. But there are lots of us on the internet. And we're all like, wait, what? So I have two thoughts. First thought is that maybe she doesn't want to get married. Maybe they are perfectly okay with their relationship being, boyfriend and girlfriend for however long. Maybe they have some type of agreement about the home being in his name and things of that nature. Maybe that there's a possibility that her maybe she couldn't go on the deed or what have you because of whatever reason, or whatever it is, right? So there's that opportunity, there's that option. Now me, with how I am, first, I'm not going to be somebody's like girlfriend for 8 years. That's just not me and my style and what I'm looking for in a relationship. That may be her thing, and that is perfectly okay, but it's just not mine. Two, I am not going to pay rent to my boyfriend. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to have him buy a house and I'm like, I move in and I'm paying rent to him. Not going to happen. Three, I am not going to be renovating his home and doing all those things. And one, he's my boyfriend. Two, we don't own it together. I'm not going to be investing in, that's just not what's going to happen for me and the way that I live my life. But obviously, we all do not know her. We don't know her relationship. We don't know the agreement that those two made. And I think she posted that for clickbait, which is smart, you know what I mean? Because it's causing a lot of us to say things, ask questions, do stitches and things of that nature. But I am curious, how do you feel about one, being somebody's partner and not married for 8 years, moving into someone's house where they bought a house and you're paying them rent, you're helping them renovate and all the things? How do you feel about that?
Please go down in the comment section and share your thought. Love to know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section. But please keep it respectful. Here on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way. So feel free, share your opinion, but let's be respectful as always. So yes, my own thought on this is the fact that I get what she's saying. She talking about, oh, that marriage is not for her. She and her boyfriend are not into marriage. I get that part. I get the part because marriage, we've had this conversation before, yeah, marriage is not for everybody, and I understand. And some people don't believe in the institution of marriage, and that makes sense to some people, and even me. Like, if I have to do marriage again, I don't think I will do it again. So I get it. I get the whole long time partnership and all that. Okay, so that's aside. But what I don't get is that if you are in a long term relationship and this person really cares about you, this person will want to protect and provide for you as a person naturally, both as a woman or man. The other person just wants to care for you if the person is truly committed in the relationship. So, yes, my question to this is that why isn't the boyfriend like telling her, like offering her to be part of the owners of it, as she's already paying rent, aka mortgage. So why can't you just, okay, you know what, be part of this mortgage? After all, we're going to do life together, we're life partners. Why don't you just be part of it, even though you don't have the finance, yeah, to add and pay the down payment for this house? You can definitely, you're doing the renovation, so that's your payment, and then you pay the rent, which we're going to add to the mortgage, and be part of the house. That will probably make her feel more secure, help her, and all that, rather than making her a stranger in his house after she has been with him for 8 years. Like, I just feel like this is such an unfair trade. And we've had this conversation here over and over again, where we always talk about how women should always learn how to protect themselves mentally, financially, especially financially, because some of these men will financially abuse you in this relationship and make you feel like it's okay. Some people will say, oh, their relationship is good and all that, but it's so low key that a lot of women can really identify financial abuse in a relationship, because some men will provide everything for you physically, like give you the money for food and all that, but they will not want you to ever have money in bank so that you cannot live. You will always come for them for the Birkin bag and all those stuff. So I always encourage women to always secure themselves financially. But the fact that she is putting in the work of doing the renovation, we all know how much renovation costs. Even to get a contractor to be part of a renovation, you know how much that costs. So she's doing free labor, as people are saying that, oh, she's banging a landlord. That's just what it is. She's doing free labor, paying rent on top of it, and she's claiming that, oh, I'm just being an adult about that. I'm just paying rent. Is almost like subsidizing rent. Like, girl, for real, if this man really cares about you, or if your partner ever cares about you, it won't make you do that. Even if you're going to pay the rent, you're going to be paying the rent as part of the owner of the property. That's my own take on this. Like, I don't see it. And I feel like some men and some women, we can so be in denial or be in a relationship where these men have convinced us and we're living in the denial and just try to ignore this red flag. But also, I kind of understand where some people are saying, like the guy that talked about, why will you bring things on the internet for us to talk about, to give an opinion, and when we start giving the opinion, you're telling us to cool down, slow down, don't be too hard on him. He's not that all that. You don't know the full story. Like, really? So why did you bring your story to the internet if you don't want us to have an opinion about your relationship? I don't know if I'm making sense anyway. Anyway, guys, let me know your thought about this conversation down in the comment section, but please keep it respectful. Go on and share this video down. Go on and share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversations. So go ahead and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, because this helps YouTube to push up my content for more people to see, and that will be you supporting this channel and this girl. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to this channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Deuces. And yes, your girl is back home from vacation. I'll share some pictures on my community tab. Okay.